Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm reviewing my SQ12. Inside the bag, you get the instruction manual, the charging and video cable, the camera itself, and mine came with a waterproof case, the usual ball joint stand, it looks like some kind of head mount, I'm guessing, the clip for the camera. There's also a clip for the waterproof case that you can put on the stand as well, and another ball joint stand. And this one comes with a GoPro style mount. The camera is pretty simple. On the front you have your lens and two infrared lights. On the top you have your power and mode button, and you also have your indicator light. And on the right side you have your charging port, reset switch, and your SD card slot. There's nothing on all other sides. If you're not paying attention, you might end up sliding the SD card into the actual camera and not the SD card slot. You'll have to open up the camera to retrieve your SD card. This camera works just like all the other SQ cameras. Hold the power button to turn it on. After the blue light flashes, you're in 720p mode. Tap the power button to start recording. Tap it again to stop. Click the mode button to enter 1080p mode. You can click the power button to start recording in 1080p. Clicking the mode once more gets you to photo mode. Hit the power button will take a photo. Holding the mode button for 3 seconds will enable motion detection. And holding the power button for 3 seconds will turn on the infrared lights. To change the time, you go to the text file on the root of the SD card. Here you can adjust the time, and you can turn on or off the timestamp here. This camera records videos in 5-minute chunks, and it also has cycle recording, which means if it's out of space on the SD card, it will automatically delete the oldest video to create more space for it to record. This camera is a little less than a cubic inch, or around 2.5 cubic centimeters. It weighs around 16.7 grams, or that's around 0.59 ounces. Trying to charge this camera from a power source will just start a video recording. You can see if I plug in the camera, those flashes means it's recording video, and if I stop the recording, then it will actually start charging. You can see how it's charging here. Now the red light will flash when it's charging and will stop flashing when it's done. This is a cool feature if you're using it for like a dash cam or something, but if you're not using it for that purpose, it's really annoying. When the camera was still new, I was able to get an hour and 10 minutes of video recording, but nowadays it lasts for around 50 minutes. I never use 1080p mode because I don't feel like there's a huge difference between 720p and 1080p. Even with a 250% zoom in, I still don't notice that much of a difference. 1080p also uses more data than 720p, and since the difference in detail isn't that big, I always stick to just using 720p. The video overall is just decent at best. I feel like it's upscaled 480p, dynamic range isn't that great, there's no video stabilization, and the colors are very distorted during the day. But you can find out how to fix that in this video. Low light performance isn't too great because of how small the sensor is, and it's just pretty noisy overall. Here is some live audio from this camera. How do I sound? The microphone on this camera is just decent. You can tell what's being said, the gain is a little too high, the final audio ends up a little too loud, and if you're in a loud environment, the audio is pretty much unlistenable. Despite all these problems, this is still one of my favorite cameras. Why? It's because of how small and how lightweight it is. It fits almost anywhere, and it is super versatile. I've mounted this on RC cars, RC quadcopters, on my bike, used it as a dash cam, and it's so small in the waterproof case that I've even taken it tide pooling. It even fits on a Hot Wheels car and can handle boosters, loops, and curves. The SQ12 isn't going to replace your main camera anytime soon, but it can get shots that your main camera cannot. As usual, you can leave any questions or comments below. I hope some of you found this video helpful, and I hope you have a great day.